You can feel the frustration and the truth in every word of this takedown.
Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass have already proven their incompetence and poor leadership during the Los Angeles wildfires. Now, as we experience rampant lawlessness and civil unrest, it's never been more clear they're unable to respond effectively and responsibly during calamity. Whether it's sheer incompetence or outright malevolence, the reality is stark. California's in a state of turmoil, and I asked my fellow Angelenos, why are Gavin Newsom and Karen Bass still in office? How much more of their destructive decision-making masquerading as leadership are we going to tolerate? It's time to take back our community and our state and put the power and the privilege in the hands of competent leaders whose goals are to protect us and the way of life this nation was founded upon and promises to offer. That's all.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Shimmy and Wise. We got to talk about it, man. Folks out there in California are fed up. I just heard from Mel Gibson. We're going to check out a clip from Sheriff Bianco, who is currently running for governor out there in the state of California. We know that Gavin Newsom has essentially run the state into the ground. I think everybody knows this right now. He's hands down probably the worst governor in the country right now, but he seems to think that he has a pathway to the White House. We can't let that dude get in the White House, man. We can't let that dude get in the White House. We don't want the rest of the United States to look like California. I got a couple clips to share with you guys. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Turn the notifications on all so you never miss an upload. Go get you one of those Pray Don't Worry t-shirts. Go get you one of those. Let's get into it.
My message is, Gavin Newsom, I am going to expose you for the complete fraud that you are, the liar that you are, and you will never, ever be the president of this country. You will never do to the rest of the country what you have done to California. California's problems are completely caused by California government. We have the greatest businesses, we have the greatest people, we have the greatest business minds, the greatest innovators, the greatest creators, the greatest entrepreneurs in the country. We have the fourth largest economy that is artificially propped up to be something good. And the thing that is preventing us from being great, from achieving that California dream that that I came here for, the only thing preventing us is government. Government has its boot on our backs, keeping us down with over-regulation, activism, appeasement of activists, instead of taking care of the majority of Californians as a whole. And it's an agenda. It is a complete agenda of making sure that government is in control of all of our lives instead of us being in control of government. And so the only reason I'm doing this is to restore that balance. The balance is supposed to be that government is supposed to be working for us. We are not supposed to be working to increase the size of government. And that's the only reason why California is no longer the greatest state in the country. You can have our politicians say it as much as they want, but we are the laughingstock of the rest of the country. We are the laughingstock of the world. My wife and I were fortunate enough to go to Europe last year, and we had the first night there we splurged. We had an unbelievable dinner with we paid for a sommelier to come and make sure that we learned everything about Italian wine and all of that stuff. The first introductions, where are you from? California. And he laughed and he said, you guys have that crazy governor. And we're just looking at each other like, how would someone across the world know that we have a lunatic for a governor? So we started talking about it, and he's like, everyone wants to go to the United States, and it used to be everyone wants to go to California. That's here, right. No one wants to go to California anymore. They'll go to California for Disneyland. That's it. And it's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing that we are no longer the greatest state in the country, and we're still all the same people. We're still all the same businesses. It's our government that has completely changed and brought us to this laughing stock position, and I'm going to take it back. I take some blame for it, because I wasn't standing on the rooftops yelling to everyone that we had to stop this, look what's going to happen. And so while I was concerned with my career, my life, my family, my own home, and making sure that I was secure, I kind of just wasn't paying attention to what government was doing, and now it's affecting everyone. So I will make sure that what I came to California for, my California dream, I will make sure that every kid growing up now has that dream, and even the kids that now are from 20 to 35, that it's impossible for them to make their California dream. I'll make sure that I make up for it, and we return the ability to look at that Gold Coast as the beacon for the rest of the country. And if you're going to make it, you come to California to make it, and you work hard and you'll do it. That has to happen again. And that's really the only reason I'm running for governor.
A lot of people had their heads in the sand. A lot of people had their heads in the sand, man. They let the inmates run the asylum. You got your environmentalist whack jobs out there. You got your alphabet community whack jobs out there. You got your, crazy liberal politicians that have been kowtowing to, to some of the most crazy and weird people, with this agenda and this policy that just makes absolutely no sense for the majority of people. They've really bent the knee to a small subset of people in that state. And it's unfortunate because there are some good people out in California. I know you guys watch the channel. 40% of California would be considered conservatives. But when you got LA, Oakland, San Diego, San Francisco, and Sacramento running things, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it makes it really hard. And the other crazy thing is the party that says that they're about democracy, hey, they don't really have a real democracy in the state of California. Like I said, there's 40% of conservatives in the state of California, yet they only have 17% of their representation in the House of Representatives. That's not right. It's unfair. But that is California. That is the current Democrat Party. They are basically a bunch of communists, a bunch of authoritarians, communists out there. And hey, they're coming to a city near you. See New York City, see Minneapolis. It's wild, man. But I want you guys to see the works of Gavin Newsom, sanctuary state, sanctuary city. I want you guys to look at this story right here. Look at this guy. Hergender Singh. He's accused of making an illegal U-turn in Florida, down at the Florida Turnpike. He unalived 3 people. And you have legal experts out there that say that prosecutors will seek to prove recklessness beyond negligence in a vehicular homicide case. This man unalived 3 individuals, 3 people. Now, this is an illegal immigrant, received his commercial driver's license from the state of California, but yet this dude is able to operate in America all on the highways. That's why I tell people, man, y'all got to make sure that y'all stay prayed up because you just never know who is out here on these roads. And there's a lot of illegal immigrants. They can't speak the language. They can't read the language. And they've been given the ability to drive a vehicle that could weigh upwards of 80,000 pounds. This is crazy. This is crazy. I hope that Supreme Court does something about these sanctuary cities, sanctuary states. They got to outlaw that. It shouldn't be something that's legal in our nation.
Oh man, so Gavin Newsom just called me gay on X. And just for the record, Gavin Newsom is not interested in men. He's only interested in the wives of his best friends. You can look that up. Anyway, this is my response.
I swear the devil lives in California.
We're not going to play the rest of that for copyright reasons, but Tom McDonald, he's a fool with it, man. He's a fool with it. Now, for the life of me, I don't really understand why he chooses to live in California. I mean, he's an independent artist. He could essentially live wherever he would like to live. Don't know why he lives in California, though. I really don't know, but I may have to check this track out. Maybe we'll do a reaction to it. It's been a while since I've done a Tom McDonald reaction. Shout out to him, though.
You ready to be sick to your stomach? Hopefully you already ate, because when you hear this, your mind is going to just explode. Karen Bass has responded to the lawsuit against her for burning down the Palisades and killing 12 senior citizens. And ready for this? Public officials have exclusive authority to decide whether fire protection should be provided at all, and if so, to what extent. And then you can't second guess with judges and juries if they decide what have I been paying taxes for? Okay, give me my money back, because I decided to the extent that you didn't provide fire protection, I want the money that I thought was being provided. So you owe me a big bill for paying at least the last 8 years in the Palisades for my little taxes. I want them back. Send them to me now. And I also want the money that my taxes paid for this lawyer to write this that also I paid for. I want that money also back.
Oh man, do you understand how crazy that is, man? The Democrat Party, they're not even hiding it anymore, man. They're just flat out letting you know that, hey, we are a communist institution. They're not even hiding it anymore. They literally just passed a law that states that, hey, we get to tell you how much fire insurance you can or cannot have. We get to tell you if we're actually going to, address your claim. And we're going to tell you to the extent of how much we will address your claim. And by the way, you can't go and litigate this with a judge and a jury. Nah, we have the ultimate say, and the buck stops with us. Do you understand how authoritarian that is? Now, these people will come out here, and anybody that will listen will tell you that Trump's a fascist and he's a authoritarian and he wants to be a dictator. But doesn't that sound very much like communism? Doesn't it sound like Gavin Newsom or Karen Bass wants to come across as a dictator? Doesn't that sound like that? I'm just saying. I mean, hey, but what do I know? What do I know? You know what I'm saying? I'm just a dude all the way across the country. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at this and I'm just like, yo, how is this even right? How can this even be legal for them to do this? But yet you have people out in California that still support Gavin Newsom. They still support Karen Bass. When these people are just literally taking your rights away from you and telling you that, hey, we know better for you than you know better for you. This is wild, man. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Like, share, subscribe, turn the notifications on to all so you never miss an upload. Join the ARP family, or you can buy your brother a coffee. Link in the description box below. Go and hit that link. Get you go to the merch store. Get you one of those Pray Don't Worry t-shirts. Get you one of those Post Woke America t-shirts. Get you an A Righteous Perspective t-shirt. Represent the channel. Represent the show. Support the channel. Appreciate you guys that do. Shout out to all my ARP family members. Join us Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for ARP in the morning. Appreciate the love. God bless you all. Keep God first. Stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you all next time. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words so sharp.